Hey, I'm Rebecca Gordon.
I'm Sylvia Gordon. Today we're talking about the largest employer-based health plan in the nation.
The federal employees.
Federal Employee Health Benefits, FEHB, because you don't have enough acronyms in your life.
I love acronyms. You know, they don't need Medicare Part B for their retiree benefits, but
They might want it.
maybe they want it.
So if you have clients that are either federal retirees or family members and they're getting ready to turn 65 and they're like, hey, Medicare expert, do I need Medicare Part B?
Well, I'm healthy. Why should I pay for extra?
Do you need it? The answer is no. You can just write out your FEHB plan, your employer plan, which is
Blue Cross,
a federal Blue Cross Blue Shield plan. So you can just stay there.
Or you might be seeing all these awesome commercials for give backs and over the counters and free food and transportation and think, I want that.
Yeah. Why do I want to pay $300 a month for the federal plan when I never use it?
I want this advantage.
I want this Medicare Advantage magic over here. I see these ads and I'm getting all these postcards, right?
Yeah.
This is what I want. So they can suspend their federal benefits.
Which we're going to put a link up here for that form and where to send it. So they can suspend it.
Which means you're just kind of putting it on ice. You're
Yeah.
not giving it up. So while you're healthy, you can roll the dice, go over to Medicare Advantage. And then if later you got sick, you could always ditch Medicare and go back to your FEHB. So the question is, if you're getting ready to turn 65 and you're a federal employee or a family member, should you enroll in Medicare Part B?
Maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't. How healthy are you?
It's a very personal decision. You don't have to. You don't need it to have your federal benefits.
And the federal benefits are really good, but they're really expensive.
Right. So the question you're going to ask your client back is, you don't need it. Do you want it? Because you're healthy and you got your dice and you like to gamble, right? Because insurance is just a gamble, right? So if you're healthy, you can say, I'm going to suspend this expensive thing that I'm not using, and I'm going to go to this very attractive
Yeah, all the bells and whistles.
Medicare Advantage thing.
All the bells and whistles. And then if you decide you want to leave that at some point,
Then you can
jump
go
back.
during the open season.
But just make sure your clients know about this potential Part B penalty, right?
Right. So I gotcha. That if you're a retiree turning 65 and you're like, yeah, I don't want to mess with it. And like most people, I'm just like, I'm on it. I'm just want to mess with it. I'll take the gold or silver, or whatever. I don't want to get Medicare Part B. I don't want Medicare. And then 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, they're like, I never use it. Why am I paying $300 a month?
Right.
I see all these ads. Now they want Medicare Part B. Can they get it?
Yes, they can.
Will they have a late penalty?
Yes, they will.
Is FEHB credible coverage?
No, it's not.
For Part B, it's not credible coverage. So if they're 2 years late, they're 20% penalty. Okay, the math still might work out in their favor. Is it credible coverage for Part D?
Yes, it is.
Why?
I don't know.
That's just the way they wrote it.
I don't know.
It's like VA. It's not credible
Doesn't
coverage
make any sense.
for Part B, but it is for Part D. That's just how they wrote it.
Painfully confusing.
Yes, just memorize it. Okay, so another perk, if they do sign up for Medicare Part B, is they can file to get a small reimbursement.
Oh, that's right. They're going to get reimbursed around $800 a year.
It's
They
not
roll their Part
automatic.
B.
You got to file the form, but
It's a nice little chunk of
it
change to
used
offset the cost.
Well, Medicare Part B was $100, and this $800. It used to be more attractive, but the feds would love to get you to make Medicare primary.
Yeah.
They would love that was an incentive
nice
to get you over there, and it's not great anymore, but it's something.
Good enough.
So when you have federal employees, retirees, and their family members, and they ask you, do you need Medicare? Hands down, no. But if they want you to explain why they might want it,
Yeah.
you should be able to give them options.
Great content for your newsletter, folks, especially if you're heavily in this market working with federal employees.
Right. Happy selling.